Yeah. Loyalty, love your team, know they can't bribe us. You gon' see a lot of hatred when you prosper. I might stop rapping, why? Cause we need more black doctors, lawyers, public defenders, and black honors.
My people top shelf, we the ones who need help. We the ones in poverty, so many killers and robbery. But you can't take my soul from me, and I love all.
Yo.
What's
This
up?
is podcast number 13, season 1.
1-3. Okay, who we got with us though?
And we got your boy Twan from the H, representing Zenith Ventures, and I'm a market sniper.
Okay, I'm Jay Lee. My friends won't let me claim Texas, so I'm gonna claim Arkansas today.
Arkansas, okay.
Yeah,
What spot of Arkansas?
I'm from Malvern.
Malvern, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know where it's at, so I say Hot Springs.
Okay, what is it close
Somebody
by?
gotta claim it.
Hot Springs.
Hot Springs, that's it. All right, so go ahead and introduce yourselves. What y'all do, you know?
Yeah, so pretty much me and him, we started this company called Zenith, where we teach people how to trade stocks as well as we do it for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And both of us are actually doing this full time right now at this point. So,
how long y'all been doing it?
I've been trading for about 7 years.
7 years?
Really?
Yeah, but seriously, I've been trading for about 3.
3? Okay, what about you?
Yeah, I've been doing it about 5 years, seriously about 3.
3, okay.
I started from Forex and just cryptos, really.
Mm-hmm. So that goes into the first question. What influenced y'all? Or like, who was y'all like influencing to start like a financial management?
Well, I feel like money runs our economy, and my homeboys was talking about the stock market and how they made huge returns, and I'm like, man, well, you making $10,000-$15,000 and I got a job. I need to get at least aware of what you got going on.
So he wasn't working?
Yeah, he wasn't working. He was like, yeah, I'm making, $100, $200 a week, and I'm just trading, sitting at the crib. I'm like, well, I'm clocking in every day, so let me just get aware. And once I got aware, I feel like I found my purpose, and I took off with it. And I met Jay Lee, and here we are today.
Yeah.
So you put Jay Lee on, or how did that happen?
Nah, so he was doing Forex, and I was trading stocks. And he seen me post on Instagram one day, and he was like, man, I didn't know you really be investing like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's tap in. We met one day, and, the rest is history.
Okay, so what's the difference between investing in stocks, I don't know if I'm getting the vocabulary right, versus Forex?
This his favorite part.
Okay, so with Forex, it's just cryptocurrencies, and not cryptocurrency, currencies pairs. So like US 30, the Aussie dollar, British pound, and you're trading versus the US dollar or versus whatever. So the Japanese yen can go against the US dollar. And with stocks, it's more so companies that we use today. The top 500 companies, Google, Amazon, Netflix, Roku, Johnson & Johnson, whatever you use on the daily, I'm pretty sure it's in the S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies in the U.S. So whenever what gained my interest is, I was like, well, I'm using Google. Let me trade their stock. Or I seen a post on Instagram was like, you wearing Jordans and Nikes, but you don't own it. You don't really own it. You only supporting them. So I was like, you know what? Let me buy some Nike stock, because I got a closet full of J's. I got a closet full of Nike. So I got into more looking in stocks and got away from Forex. But Forex did teach me the technical part that I mastered now in option trading. But no knock to Forex, is a great thing to do, and it's just under the umbrella of trading. So it's like you can trade options, you can trade futures, you can trade Forex. But once you learn how to trade one thing, you can trade them all. That's how it was an easy transition for me to go to Forex to stocks. And just like how Jay Lee went from penny stocks to like real deal stocks like Google, Amazon, and things like that.
So you were saying like we don't own Nike and Jordan, right? But you said that you decided that you wanted to buy a stock. So what does that mean? You own a part of the company? How's that?
It's like
Whenever you own stocks, you technically become a business owner. So they'll send you a 1099 so you can file on your taxes. But yeah, it's a different kind of splurge whenever you got like 30 Nikes in your closet, but you also own Nike shoes. So now at that point, people, they see you with all these Nikes. Other people might buy Nike, which is ultimately going to shoot that stock price up, which is more money for you.
It's like people buying Nike, day to day, every day.
100%.
So that just booses up y'all stocks. Okay.
Yep. Same with like, I know it's a company, LVMH.
What's that?
That's Louis Vuitton, Henny, and Moet.
Right.
So I own a couple shares. I love buying Hennessy. You know, so I'm pretty much buying my Hennessy with the money that I get back from them.
Yeah, so it's like a return.
Yeah,
In the
100%. And then like even with my phone bill, I'm trying to own enough stock of AT&T to
Right.
where AT&T is actually paying my phone bill at one point. Yeah, we getting there.
And one last thing, the best thing about stocks versus Forex, you can't buy stock. You can only trade it. You can't go buy a US 30 coin or anything like that. But you can go buy a Google share, an Amazon share, and that can help you build for the long term. So even if you didn't want to trade day to day, you can buy long term. So like a good company like Tesla, who we know that's going to grow in the future. Go get you a few Tesla shares and just sit on them for 5 to 10 years, because essentially you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for your future kids and family.
Right. Okay, one more question. So with define trade, I got stocks down, but what is trading?
Buy and sell in exchange. So I'm buying, I'm trading my money for their shares, essentially. So it's just like buying and selling. That's trading. When someone say, I'm trading Facebook, I'm buying and selling their shares or trading their option contract.
So you would, based on their shares, like you would get whatever monies they get from their shares? I don't know. I'm just trying to see how you profit from
it's kinda
trades.
in a sense. So let's say Nike was sitting at $100, right? So for every dollar that Nike moves, you'll make $1 off of that. So if Nike ended up going to $120, you made $20. But if you had 5 shares, 5 times 20, you'll make 100.
Right.
Gotcha.
No, that's just kind of how that works.
So
you.
buying and selling.
Man, that was a lot.
I know, right? I'm like, this is good. I know
like,
for
when
me
y'all-
personally,
when-
like, I don't know anything about trading in stocks, so this is really good for our viewers who like are trying to get into it, don't know. So that's why I'm asking y'all these kindergarten questions.
Nah, it's cool.
So like when y'all first started, was y'all like confused on how it went?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just like learning a new language.
Yeah.
You know, at one point we wasn't always good at algebra or
Right.
math or history, but once we brushed up on it and studied and practiced, it became second nature.
Right.
Now I can literally analyze a chart with no indicators. We'll get into that later. I'm pretty sure y'all got some questions, but I can look at it and analyze it perfectly and tell you to do exactly this to make some money.
Right.
So yeah, this take a lot of losses, a lot of practice, and that's pretty much why we charge people, because we making you skip 100 steps.
Right.
So instead of you getting in fresh feet with no knowledge, we're saying, hey, you pay us, and we'll make sure you don't take the L's that we.
So you guys are offering classes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we are, absolutely.
All right, tell us a little bit about
Right.
that.
So the classes, it is a 3-week long session. I want to say we end up having 7 sessions where we teach you everything from A to Z about trading. You know, and our goal is, well, our classes, they're based off of our mistakes. So we feel like that's the best way people learn. If you learn what not to do, you'll know what to do. You know, so like you said, y'all skipping 100 steps.
Right.
After the classes, we put people in a group chat to where we have about 300 active traders. They're just in there talking on a daily basis, just making money with us. You know, our whole motto is let's build wealth. You know, if we can do that just with one person at a time, that's, you know, even if we reach like 10 people with this podcast, we cool with that.
Right.
Right.
Well, why should people trust you guys in teaching them?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You can check our follow us on Instagram. We constantly post profit. We got testimonials, real people, real results. And then we offer sometimes a free membership where you can tap into our group and see what we do. So as long as you follow our social medias, we're actively on there answering questions, and you may catch a free trial. And once you're in that free trial, it's been times where I done met people in the DMs who had no idea what trading is, and to this day, they're great traders. Once they
Right.
joined in the free trial, it took them 7 days for us to make moves to have them win over. So now they in our monthly membership program locked in. You
One
know?
dude
Beautiful.
never traded a day in his life. Came in our group for one day and made $700.
We still have
Cut it.
the screenshots in the group. So if y'all, like I said, why trust us? Don't trust us. Trust our formulas. Trust our methods.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
we've been here before. I made 20 grand in one day. Still got the screenshots. And also, I mean, I don't work. I'm retired. You know, I'm about to,
That's a beautiful thing.
It's like we buying all our time back.
Right. So let's listen to my next question. How has trading and investing changed your life?
Just pretty much what I just said before.
Right.
I bought all my time back. Like I made my most money in another country, in Costa Rica. I was chilling on vacation trading, and it just put me aware of really what's going on with these 500 Fortune companies, because eventually we want our company to be as successful as the top hedge funds and 500 Fortune companies. And studying these companies, trading them, understanding like what they're doing and what they're releasing gives us a general idea of what's coming for the future. So it just didn't put me on a money game. It put me on just a bunch of knowledge of stuff that I use, because a lot of people know that technology is sweeping our generation. So why not be ahead of the curve? Just like a lot of people with Bitcoin. A lot of people didn't believe in Bitcoin. They was like, man, it's too risky. I don't believe in it. But now it's worth $60,000. If you would have put just last year in February, put $3,000 up, you would have made $57,000 just by taking the risk. So if I'm seeing returns like that, it's like, why not? You know, why am I not doing this? You know.
So did you have a job previously before?
Yeah,
You did say you were clocking in. So what was the point you were like, all right, I'm about to quit my job?
Oh yeah, I quit my job about 8 months ago, and I had a pretty good job. I was an account executive at Fox 4 in downtown Dallas, and I worked at FedEx on the weekends and Amazon, and I do
Hustling.
Uber Eats. So I was doing all that, and it got to a point where I was making so much money outside of work. It was like, I need to leave.
What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? You know, I'm making double the amount that I'm making my paycheck. So it's like, yeah, I can still do it, but now I don't physically want to be here no more. I want to remove myself, and I want to focus on what's bringing me the most money.
Well,
So-
do you feel like you have to work just as hard?
Oh, no. You know, waking up when you want, well, not really when
Speak
you
for
want,
yourself.
it's like, it's not hard for me, only because I do it from my phone. Like, ask Jay Lee, I'm working on my phone all day, and I'm literally just doing what I want. If I want to go to Jamaica tomorrow and still have Wi-Fi, I can still be able to trade. I can still be able to run my company from another country. So you can't do that when you're working at a job.
The freedom.
Yeah, it's pretty much the freedom part. Like, and honestly, Jay Lee retired from his job before me.
100%.
Yeah,
Well,
so tell us how it
okay,
changed
so
your life.
I retired because I ain't have no choice, really. So, like, I want to say October 2019, I worked at Dr. Pepper. They came to me. They was like, hey, so we size it down. We'll give you this severance package. You just have to stay here till March. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm already making more money trading than I am here.
Kind of
Right.
just
I
fell into place.
Yeah, I like the consistency of a paycheck every 2 weeks, you know? But at that point, I was just like, man, I really got to start grinding and stuff like that. But trading changed my life because it helped me put my definition of success into perspective. So my definition of it is doing whatever I want, whenever I want. So kind of like he said, I can go to Jamaica tomorrow and trade all week. You know, I
Yes.
went to Atlanta for 2 weeks. I want to say not even 2 weeks ago. You know, and I was just trading the whole time when I was out there. I'm going to Cali for a month in July. Do the same thing. I'm doing whatever I want, whenever I want.
And I'll be in Mexico
love
for
that.
2 weeks.
Y'all annoying. I'm going here. I'm going there.
Hey,
No, I love to see it. But so Twan said he doesn't feel like he has to work as hard, but you said speak for yourself.
yeah, that's because, I mean, I'm up around 6, 7 in the morning looking at charts, trying to see what's the next best move. I'm on my computer till about 3. After that, I'll go work out, and then I'm right back on the computer, probably looking at the moves that I made for the day or just doing something for Zenith. So I'm going to say working on any given day, I'm working almost 13 to 15 hours.
Why are you working that hard if you don't have to?
I have to. That's the
Okay.
thing.
So what yeah, there's like a disconnect here because he's saying he don't, but you do. What's the difference?
Because so when it comes to the company, I'm like the head trader, so to speak. You know, so I'm the person that's, granted, he call a lot of moves too, but I'm calling, I want to say, at least 5 moves a day in our check. You know, so I really have to, I don't like making people lose money. So if I can avoid that as much as possible, I'm going to do that. And that's just me doing that on the back end.
And he runs the most important part of our company is our group, our Discord. So that factors into it as well. He pretty much runs the finances too, and I do the social media, and I'm a play caller, so it's easier to do that than what he does.
Yeah. Y'all know each other's strengths.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then his
100%.
style of trading. So his style of trading, he's day trading, scalping. He's in and out of trades quicker than me. So when I trade, I'm in for a longer period of time, which caused him to be more focused and be more locked in because he's in it for a shorter amount of time.
So I can be in a trade for 5 minutes and make $500.
You know
Or
what?
I could be in it for
I just
15
want to
minutes.
say, I love to see black men educated, doing their
that.
thing and making money. It's just y'all giving me life right now.
Appreciate that.
What's next?
So the next question is, how long did it take to become financially successful? To where y'all was just like, damn.
Honestly, it took the 6 years
Yeah.
that it took me to learn this skill. Because before I learned this, I was working just like everyone else. And no knock to 9-to-5 workers or anything like that, because I actually encourage you to stay with your 9-to-5 as long as you can,
Right.
until you feel that you're making enough money or you feel like you're unhappy with your job. But if you love your job and it allows you to trade as well, do it, you know. But my job was getting in the way of what was really most important to me. And, you know, I feel like my job was stunning my growth because with a lot of jobs, I know people feel like they're undervalued or you get a cap at your job. So with this, I was like, I can't get no cap of my company. I am the CEO.
Right.
And a lot of people I tell, you will never become the CEO of the company you work for. I am. So I can control how much money I make. And like kind of like branch off what Jay Lee said, is like, we have to do this because entrepreneurship is cool, but if we have days where we don't work, well, we ain't gonna eat. So it's like we
Very
still
true.
have to pay for our own insurance, our own life insurance. You know, with your job, that's given to you just by working there. So
I want to touch on that too because even people who are CEOs of company, they're still doing stocks and trading too. So it's like you always want like that extra income, like regardless. People have just like this huge appetite. So I don't know. I just feel compelled to say like, regardless if you're happy like in your 9-to-5, you should also have just more income coming in.
Passive income.
There's no problem with having more money, you know.
Right.
Yeah, passive income. When you're making money in your sleep, that's when you're really doing it. Like, it's a good feeling to put your bills on auto pay.
right.
Yeah,
And-
exactly.
And not have to worry about it.
And it don't hurt the bank account.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, about 6 years. And if I would have known this 6 years ago or bought people courses,
Right.
of course it would have been cut in half. And that's one of the reasons why we cut. We actually started our company to teach, you know, minorities, but, you know, we accept all, but focus on minorities because we feel that it lacks in our community. It's
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of people that we'll walk up and say, hey, what's an ETF? Oh, I don't know. Or what's an index fund? Well, I don't know. Well, what's a 401k? I mean, something that my job has. It's like,
Yeah.
why don't you know this?
Yeah.
And
And
Your
that
favorite,
401k
yeah.
is big.
Why do you feel like minorities don't know this?
just awareness. It wasn't taught in our household.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
and we can't blame I can't blame our parents because they wasn't taught.
Exactly.
So someone
Especially school too, because that has a
Exactly.
big
I
part
know,
to do
they
with
just,
it.
oh my God.
Exactly. In the school systems that
Yeah.
we grew up in, they didn't teach us this.
Right.
But it's kind of like if your parents didn't know it or someone close to you didn't know the information, how you expect to get it?
Right.
You know, I
You don't even know what questions to ask. You don't know what you're
Facts.
looking for.
Exactly,
Facts.
but I can guarantee you this: the person you look up to, your favorite athlete, your favorite rapper, your favorite dancer,
Yeah.
whatever, they got stocks. They
Right.
own companies. Rick Ross, all of them, LeBron James, they invest. So it's like, if your favorite people invest, look at yourself. Why aren't you investing? You know, that's how I kind of look at it now.
Yeah, and kind of to trickle off what he said. So I listened to this person, Wall Street Trapper. I don't know if y'all heard of him, but he talks a lot about stocks, and he used this reference. So you have a lion and a gazelle. The lion is the hunter. The lion is not going to go up to the gazelle and tell him how to get away because at that point, you taking food off of my plate. So minorities, they not gonna tell us this because
The biggest consumers,
yeah,
minorities.
taking food out, when really it's money out there for everybody when it comes
Right.
to the market. So that's why like even with other people that trade and stuff like that, like when it comes to stock, it's kind of really hard to knock somebody else hustle because as long as you're making the same plays as somebody else, you're making money. So it's not really people taking money out of each other's pockets. It's just if you make the right move, you'll make the right money.
Yeah,
So,
money. It's always money around.
Yeah, money talk. So what kind of significance do you have to join the program? Or like what all do you have to like just bring to the table?
Really just willingness to learn, really, and just be open. I mean, not every day is gonna be a good day.
Right.
So you have to balance the ups and downs. I mean, one day you could make $800, but the next day you might lose $700. So it just depends on how you shake back from there. And also, I mean, to quote Nip, never quit. I know he wasn't the first person to say this, but never quit.
Right.
I'm saying no matter how hard it gets, just don't quit. Stick to it. Stick to the script. I promise you, we're gonna get rich.
And for me, just like you said, willing to learn. With this, it's like any other thing. If you don't want to do it or you don't have a drive to do it, you're not gonna be good. It's like we probably played sports at a time. It was like if we didn't get in that gym, we wasn't for real about it. If we didn't do our homework outside the classroom, we wasn't for real about school. So
Right.
it's just like this. It's like you have to be willing to learn this because we're going to take L's. We're going to lose money. But at the same time, you got to be resilient. You got to really want to do it.
Yes.
If you really want to do it, you're going to push towards that, breaking through those barriers and making that money. Because it's proven that people that trade successfully don't have no job. It's a guy in our group right now named Kevin who makes, I didn't see him make $20,000 on one play.
Yeah.
And he's retired. He drives around the country in his Tesla and just goes to different states. Like he told me he start from Texas and go from California to Seattle to Chicago.
Is he black by any chance?
No, he's
Okay, I was about to say you can't just hop in your car as a black
Yeah.
person to drive anywhere because
he goes anywhere he wants. He was just
Right.
like, man, it's just the discipline and the financial freedom that I have to do this. And it's like, who don't want to live a life like that?
Exactly.
Whether you rich or wealthy, it's like the fact that you can do that when you want. It's like you have to be at some type of success.
Yeah, and he's in our group as well. We hardly see him. Like he'll come in, he'll drop. Okay, I just made $20,000. Then we won't see him for another 2 months.
Right. Just dip out.
Yeah, just dip out.
Love to see it though.
Hey,
Exactly.
What y'all doing is working.
Jeremy, you got any more questions that you want to ask?
Yeah, I got one more question. So, what do you guys say to the people who may be scared to try it, who feel overwhelmed about it, don't know what to do? What advice would you give?
One, reach out to us and ask us questions. And two, just take the risk. Scared money don't make no money. And you have to be able to take risks with not just trading, just with anything. If you want to build a business, I just tell people, just take a minute and look around the room or look where you at. Whatever you see, that was once in someone's head. That was a thought. So they took that risk to do it. And that shows you that you can do it as well. Whatever you put your mind to, whether it's this stock stuff, whether it's beauty or healthcare, whatever, just take the risk and do it because the worst that can happen at a young age, you fail, but you still got enough age and time to rebound and do something else. So
Yes.
just really take that risk.
Yeah, that's the
Love
big
that.
thing. Take the risk because, the risk, it'll be worth it, of course. I've seen somebody turn $100. He turned $47 into $238. I like trading because I've never seen a job to where you could put up, $40 and come back with almost $4,000 sometimes.
Right.
I seen somebody put up $131. It's when GameStop had that crazy run.
Right.
Yes.
And they came back with $13,000 off $131.
I was so salty
investment.
about that. I was like, damn.
So
Why ain't nobody tell me?
Right. In other words, don't know job. If you're not a famous entertainer, a successful entertainer, athlete, lawyer, even a lawyer, the top lawyer probably making $500,000, but this can bring you millions if you master this. So just take the risk.
Okay, one more question, Jenna.
No, go ahead.
Let's talk about savings.
Okay.
What advice do you give on savings when you consistently make so much money?
So me personally, I don't have a savings account. I have a trading account because banks, they have a clause to where they'll take the money from your savings, they'll invest it for you, so they can make millions off of your money. Then they'll give you back a 0.0008% return. You know, which is nothing. They might make $1 million off of you and give you back 5.
Right.
You know, so I rather put my money into a company that I know has some longevity towards it. So like Apple right now, you know, if I had a savings, you know, I'll take whatever money that's in my savings, throw it all in Apple stock. Actually, I'll diversify it, probably Apple, Nike, so forth, and just watch it grow from there. You know, I think we got a post coming out. It's just about like if you was to save, what was it, $400 for 30 years, you'll make you'll have $100,000 in your account. Compared to if you was to invest it into the S&P 500, you'll have 1.1 million.
And just to answer the question, saving to me, if you're going to save for something.
Yes.
Save for a house. Save for a car. Save for whatever it is that you want. Don't save just to be saving, because it's harder to save $10,000 than it is to make. So with that being said, put your money somewhere that can make it. It's like I look at money now as workers. The more money you got, the more workers you have. So most of all my money is in cryptocurrency, because we all know cryptocurrency is here to stay, and it goes up. So pretty much what I want to say is put your money in the ETF, in the index fund. Go reach out to the Fidelities, the Edward Joneses, to see where you can put this money to gain interest over time, because at the end of the day, if we all had $5,000, me and Jay Lee had an investing account, y'all chasing Wells Fargo. Well, just let's say in 5 years, that turned in us to 20,000, while y'all still at the same 5 because y'all saving. You know, it's probably a little bit more.
Not doing nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna put your money with Chase, you might as well put your money in something else, you know, that will at least gain interest over time, like stock, bonds. Even if you go to your banks, you can ask them,
or you can ask us.
Yeah, you know, ask what the rates are, the bank rate, so you can buy a bank bond to where you can give them money, and your money collects interest over time. So don't just save to save, because you're gonna save yourself to death. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Like, look for ways to, look for places to put your money that's gonna make you more money, because at the end of the day, that's what we're in it for. We want to make more money. We don't want to stay complacent. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. And I guarantee you, you're not. It's gonna be hard to save $1 million if you're not making at least 100,000.
Right. Good point.
Yeah, you got to be a millionaire mentally first.
Yeah.
Got one more question? Are you good? Good. Okay.
Hold on.
I'll ask outside the show.
To kind of reference what you had asked earlier, like what inspired me. This kind of like inspired both of us a little bit, but Nipsey, he posted a Instagram picture of how he made $500,000 you know, trading cryptocurrency. So that's kind of when I started taking it serious.
Right.
And our name is Zenith. We also got that from him. You know, in a song Blue Laces 2. We was in a Regal. It was me and Steven. We done turned a dream, turned it to a Zenith.
Yeah.
Zenith stands for something at its highest place. You know, and I feel like that's us whenever we stop working at our, you know, respective jobs.
Right.
You know, this trading is taking us to, you know, where we need to be.
And also, you can look at Zenith as when something was at its peak, it was like a Zenith. So let's say, for example, when you were at this studio, it was a Zenith. It was at its best. It was at its peak prime. So that's how we look at this. It's like when we enter this trading stuff, we at our peak. We at the best. It's the best it's gonna get. We are the best.
I love that.
I don't know if y'all described it or just did. So how would y'all describe Zenith? Pretty much what y'all just said. Okay.
Yes. We taking dreams to Zenith. We financially educating people, and, you know, one trade a day keep the 9 to 5 away.
Facts. Love that.
100%.
Zenith. Okay.
And I just want to leave, before we switch segments, I just want to leave the listeners out there. Just want to leave y'all with this quote.
Go ahead.
Remember, life isn't happening to you; it's happening because of you. You create your own reality. So, create a plan of action. It's one thing to say something; it's another thing to do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, William Shakespeare over here.
You got one over there, or you good?
I know he got something in the bag.
You can't come against that.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to top.
Okay, so we're gonna get into some juicy topics. You know, something that's going,
Okay.
something that's going around the world. So, Megan Thee Stallion has claimed that this will be another hot girl summer. So, fellas, we're gonna ask Jamie later. So, fellas, what's our definition of a hot girl summer?
First off, Meg got a whole man. She's trying to get people in trouble out here. But she already said her vibe is,
Yeah.
I ain't showing up with them, but
Right,
hey,
right,
I'm leaving
right,
with 'em.
right.
But my definition of a city boy summer, that's where we going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, but I still want you to answer about the hot girl because I feel like it's positive and negative things being said about hot girl summer.
I mean, because it's a lot of negative connotation behind hot girl summer.
Okay,
It's
what
just like,
negative connotation is there?
I mean, you seen what happened in Miami the other day, huh? That wasn't even in the summer.
What happened?
Girl, a lot. I seen some never mind. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Talk about it. Okay. Anyways,
you?
go ahead.
I feel like a hot girl summer is, girls or females and women, just in general, just kind of like pushing aside men. Like,
Yeah.
we kind of like independent. We don't need a man. Let's just do our thing. Single. I feel like hot girl summers is for single women essentially, and I feel like the negative connotation comes with it. It's just like, example, it's females out here that has food guys, or they got guys where I'm gonna hit Twan up just for a meal,
Yeah.
but knowing intentionally that they don't want to take me serious,
Right.
So that's
That's
kind of like
considered,
that's kind of like a hot girl summer. And then like especially with the sweetie thing, it's like women the hot girls feel like they entitled to men's things, resources. So that's why you hear, oh, I ain't messing with him unless he give me a bag.
Right.
Or I ain't messing with him unless he at least take me out. Or I ain't messing with him at least if he ain't got no section.
Yeah.
Nah.
How you feel about that?
What
About what?
Women doing that, like saying, like, if he ain't got this, he ain't got that. Like,
Oh, at the end of the day, shout out to my boy Kevin Samuels, but hey, we high value men around here. So
Yeah, okay.
that really doesn't faze me because I'm the type of guy, like, and it's known in my friend group, like, I set the standards. Like, for an
Right.
example, I went on a date and I told the waiter, split the check. It was a brand new girl that I met.
Wow.
I said, split the check. And she kind of got upset. And I'm like, I just met you. Why is it about money? What if we here for time? If we here for time,
Yeah.
it should just be here for time.
Right.
And she came at like, oh, you pursuing me? I'm like,
Whoa.
well, if
I'm
that's
the
the
prize
case,
too.
I'm like, well, if that's the case, why are you here? If I'm pursuing you, you would
Right.
never showed up. So clearly the interest is there. So don't make it about money. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
a lot of girls now, because I went to college, we went to college or whatever. I don't know if y'all went, but
Yeah.
back then we were going on room dates where we'd kick
Right.
it in the room or go to a library. Now in the real world, it's like we gotta take a female out. Or and to me, I'm like, if I just meet a stranger, why am I spending my hard-earned money trying to pursue you when I feel like I'm a good enough catch, just as you feel like you are.
Right.
So if you gonna spend your money, it just like if I'm gonna spend your money, my money on you, do it to me then. Or we can go Dutch. That's cool. That doesn't matter because I'm looking at it as a standpoint. Don't make it about money. Because when you make it about money, just like how you can call me broke, I can call you a gold digger. Not you personally, but
Yeah.
the female that I said split the check with. So that's kind of how I feel about the whole hot girl summer thing. And like he said, Megan gonna get a lot of women in trouble because
Right.
and these women that's agreeing with Megan, they probably single.
Right.
Megan ain't single. She going back to her man after
Right,
this
at
summer.
the-
well,
Yeah.
Megan was also like saying like it was like a positive thing, like to uplift women and make them feel more confident in who they are. But I think what went wrong is like her lyrics and what she was saying. Like,
Don't add up.
yeah,
You
it's
can
like
say
you
you can say it's woman empowerment, but when you saying you ain't messing with this type of guy unless he get you this,
exactly.
you misleading these women out here. But you saying that, oh, I got a man, but are you a hot girl or now you
Yeah.
want to make it in women empowerment? What is it?
Right.
Yeah, hot boy, city boy. Hot girl, city boy. It's just all about having fun. Really.
Right. That's what I think it is. Just having fun, doing your
Right.
thing, just living your life.
No judging, no judging.
Exactly.
Leave
Exactly.
your phones at the door.
Sign a waiver, huh?
Right? Nah, for real.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like hot girl summer. It depends on like what your perspective is, like how you translate what Megan is saying. For me personally, I see it as, like she said, like woman empowerment, like pop your shit. Like if you cute and you want to wear that, like do that, like walk around like you the baddest bitch, because you can be that, you know?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of women needed that in the music industry, and it really did like just push them to be like, you know, I get niggas now, you know what I mean? Just that glow up. But I feel like it is getting a lot of women in trouble because now they getting big headed about it. And now they like, this nigga, like you said, like this nigga gotta have this, he gotta have that or whatever. But then baby, what you got? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like you gotta tread
Balance it
lightly. Yeah, you gotta tread lightly.
So it's gonna go into the next question. Does body count matter in this day and age?
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just don't want to know about any of the bodies that you call.
exactly. Reminiscing and shit. Like,
Yeah.
he did this. Or,
Like, if it's one of my homies, then
Yeah.
yes, it matters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, that's
other than that, nah.
But
you
you
still
said if
talk
it's
to
one
her?
of your homies, what?
If she fucked one of my homies.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I don't even want to look at you.
yeah.
So is that
That's
etiquette?
a hard
Like, do
disclaimer
you
for me.
okay? So like, say like you trying to talk. Okay, okay, I'm gonna go there. Fuck it. Okay, so we Greek, right?
Yeah.
So you an alpha, you a kappa, I'm an AKA, and we all know people got line brothers, line sisters, and things like that. And like some, you know, the rule is, you know, one per line. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So, but that don't always happen. So like, say like you trying to talk to somebody like line sister, and you just talk to one before. Like, is it proper etiquette, like to, you know, let the other line sister know, like, hey, I'm kind of.
Hey, I kind of look at it as if it's something that needs to be discussed, it's gonna be discussed. But you know, it's depending on how she feel because that's her line sister. Just like if it was my line brother, it's a no go. You know, it sucks, but you know things cost in this world. Louis Vuitton don't go on sale, and neither does I. You know, neither does me. So I'm not about to. If you messed up, let's say you had sex with my friend your sophomore year. Now we're seniors. I'm gonna still hold that against you because 9 times out of 10, I have to see this guy. And
Yeah.
I guess for men, I'm speaking for men. I don't
Yeah.
know if y'all agree with this, but fellas, let me know. But it's a pride thing. We don't want to be able to look at a dude or be able to see a dude that has sex with our woman, especially if we can see him on a frequent basis. Like
Yeah.
if we a mutual friend and we just don't want to have that. I kind of look at it, if we got in an argument, you never want to hear a nigga say, yeah, nigga, that's why I fucked your bitch. What
Right.
you mean? I know what she like.
Because a fight come with
Yeah,
it.
because a fight gonna come with
Yeah.
it. So
don't let it be on video either.
exactly. So it's like, and it's like that's like the ultimate card that you can
Yeah.
pull on a guy.
Yeah.
If you had sex with his woman, it's like, damn, he's right. He
That's-
really did. So it's like men try to avoid that, and that's why a lot of guys will say, yeah, if you hit the homie, baby, I can't even do nothing with you.
But it's crazy because there's some men that would do that.
Yeah, I mean it's some
But it's
men
like,
that
No
what
man
the
to take
fuck?
pride in that.
yeah,
Yeah.
And at the same time, I look at it like, hey, we were raised different, and
Yeah.
you know, if that's something that you willing to do,
Cool.
that's cool. That's you. I ain't gonna knock you, but hey, I grew up on principle and respect,
Yeah.
and
Morals.
morals. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. And to answer y'all question, does body count matter? Not necessarily, because at the end of the day, when I'm about to get married, I'm not gonna ask my wife,
Right.
well, how many niggas you had sex
Right.
with? Or how many guys you had sex with?
Yeah.
As long as it ain't nobody that I can potentially run into or
Right.
somebody that I don't know. Now, if you have sex with somebody that I do know, it depends how close that person is to me. It's a lot of variables that go into that.
Yeah.
But if it's a clean slate, oh yeah, you know, it's green bean. We can get married, do the whole 9 if you want. But body count really don't matter to me, just because I'm not gonna ask. We adults, you know. I'd rather for my woman to have some practice. By the time she get to me, she better have,
Right.
you know, some experience. You know,
You can't teach her.
I mean, I can, but you know, guys like
Shit be frustrating. Yeah,
we-
like,
It's
fuck.
cool if you was around the block for a little bit.
At 30, I ain't trying to teach you.
Y'all in there struggling.
I'm like, baby, come on, you got to turn like this. Hey, come on, you got to stretch now.
Stop, I'm dead. That's funny. You know, body count actually don't matter to me either. The thing is, it's like you said, like we adults, and so everyone, there's not a lot of virgins out here, like period.
Right.
And I feel like also everybody has went through like a whole phase, whether that's, you know, how many people you've been with, regardless. It's like, so I don't feel like that matters. What matters is like who you are right now. Like, is you a hoe right now? You know, like, do I see you out, like, talking to this girl, that girl? Is your name around the streets? That's what matters to me. Like, not everybody need to know your business.
100%.
I'm the same way. Yeah, body count, shit don't matter. That's crazy because it was like a big thing back in the day. Like,
Yeah, it
you
was.
had
That's childish shit.
10, 12
more than
bodies.
10
What the
people.
fuck?
Well, that's when we was young, like, you know.
But now I don't care if you was around the block.
Right, Jenny from the block.
You experienced. That's all that
Lady in the
means.
streets, freaking the sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah, around
okay.
and all that.
All right, so what are the turn-offs during sex?
I don't.
Not being open-minded. So not being, want to just stick to one position and, not just being a corpse. I like just, get freaky and get
Right.
into it. Like,
Just
be
laying there.
yourself.
She just laying there.
Yeah, like I kind of look at it like as like kind of when I first meet a girl and she comes to the crib and the first thing she do is sit on the edge of the bed. I'm like, I know your back hurt. I know
Right.
be yourself,
You
baby.
don't look comfortable.
Yeah, you thirsty? Nah, not really. I can tell your lips dry.
like,
Be
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Well, no, that's also a reflection on maybe she not comfortable with how you living. Cause I done been in some boy crib and I was like I didn't want to sit down. I think
And
I was
see,
ready to go.
That just goes to show that if you're not comfortable with him, then you shouldn't be going over his house.
Exactly.
Well, no, like you
See,
get to his
like-
house and you see that he all dirty and shit, and you like,
Hey, you got it's red flags. If he got a dirty
Right.
car,
Yeah.
if he have a little stench, sometimes you gotta know that you gotta know these things. Because if I get in a woman car and it ain't vacuum and it's dirty and she got shit all in the back seat, I can only imagine what a house look like.
Because it's
I'm
signs
dead.
prior to that will let you know, okay, this is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
I feel like it's signs prior to that, like, oh shit, oh hell nah.
You kind of know a dirty guy when you see one.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
just based off how he handled himself, what he wore when you first met him, and his vehicle, the inside of
I
it.
look at the fingernails.
Hey,
So keep y'all shit clean, cause I'm
there
really.
you go. So those are red flags. That
Just
you
like
can
how
see.
men look at, like toes or teeth, lips, or, just even got
Being well kept.
Yeah, just being well kept. But go ahead, what you were saying though?
Oh no, I was just pretty much just be yourself. That's a turn off. Like, don't be shy when it comes to sex, because at the end of the day, yeah, you probably don't want to do the whole 9 with me, but it's gonna be discussed with the homies, because that's one thing that I guess females that I ran into, like, hey, don't tell so and so, but he's like my brother. He's gonna know. Like, I know.
Niggas talk more than females. I know that for a
But see,
fact.
but you're right. But see, the thing is, females switch friends more than guys. So y'all sharing information with multiple girls. Meanwhile, I could be talking with my boy right here.
Right.
I can be talking to him for 2-3 years straight about different females.
But I actually have to counteract that, because actually, I don't think it's that. A lot of females just don't be like communicating with each other. It's like it's just hard to explain. I feel like it's not any unity there. So females, like, you end up fucking this dude and then you find out this other girl did and you like, I didn't even know. That's because y'all didn't do y'all research. You ain't say like, hey, any of y'all fuck with him? So females, y'all need to
Guys
start
put it in
doing
the
that.
group chat
That's
with a
why
little
men be
picture.
ahead. That's why men be playing y'all. Like, y'all gotta ask. Like,
Yeah.
Man, run them cat facts. I can tell you that.
Man.
Cat facts, y'all be dropping them photos in the gym?
Oh no, see
we
me,
don't drop
I stopped. Yeah, I stopped doing that because
Yeah.
honestly, that was a high school thing for me. We basically who had the best nudes, and
Right.
as I got older, it was just like I seen too many guys like doing females wrong. Their ex-girlfriends exposing their ex-girlfriends. Like, damn, you gonna expose her, and that's kind of messing up the
See,
game.
I don't
for,
mean by exposing. I mean by like you just drop like a selfie of her, be like, y'all know her, y'all know anything about her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
what's the cat facts?
Or
on
like
her?
we
Drop
might be
the
like
IG?
just yeah.
Cat
The IG, Twitter,
Yeah,
like yeah.
What's up with her? And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if somebody said something, if somebody hit her or did something,
It's a wrap.
it just depends who did it or what they do to
Yeah,
her.
yeah. Like,
Because
for
that's gonna let you know how far you can take it with her.
Yeah.
So if it's like she got a clean slate, okay, well now I'm thinking girlfriend.
Right.
If she didn't hit a few of the homies, 2 of the dudes in the group, now I'm thinking just sex.
Mm.
Now I want to experience the sex with my 2 dogs and said she was a fool with
Right,
it.
right.
So now I'm trying to see for myself.
What it's in for? Like,
Yeah, okay.
if I see about 3 mutual friends I know on Instagram, like I'm like, like, oh, because it's like you mutual friends with dude. I don't know if you got.
but you don't know the information. They could be
Man, if
just
I
know
see-
each other around the way.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay.
So pretty much, how does it work when females do mess with like same line brothers or same friends, because I've been in a situation where the female knew, like, she had sex with me and my roommate in this, like, not the same night, but one night she came to my crib, said what's up to my roommate. 2 weeks later, she was at the same crib saying what's up to me, going to his room. So I want to know, like, what, because I'm pretty sure you know some females who that had sex with two of the friends or three of the friends. So, like, how does that work out?
I think it depends on the line. First and foremost, it's like, is they close or not? Because it's a lot of lines out there who don't like each other at all, and like they just don't fuck with each other. So I don't know if that was the case in that situation, but that's very extreme. I know for myself, like my line sisters and I, like we tell each other, like, hey, this is who I'm fucking with or whatever, like, and this is what happened. Like, I want you to know everything, and then you choose how you want to do. I'm just letting you know. And if I feel uncomfortable about, like, you talking to him, then I'll let you know. But if it's cool, it's cool. Then we give the green light.
Okay. All right,
What about you?
Yeah.
I know we didn't get to you yet.
Which one?
About the turnoffs and sex.
Really? Just being shy. I mean, I want to see that demon in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I don't want to feel like I'm in a whole workout because I probably just got done working out. Yeah, I don't want to do another one. So, yeah, just bring that demon out of you.
So you need that 50-50 energy.
Yeah. I don't need to be doing all the work.
Right. Do y'all feel like if y'all bring out like alcohol, does it like relaxes the vibe a little bit?
Yeah, a little smoke, a little alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, it's no pressure though, but it's all, you know, I think that eases the tension in the room. It's like,
That sounds like foreplay to me. Like you trying
hey,
to.
you call it what it want. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like alcohol most definitely eases the situation. That's why most dates is probably spoken over drinks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
Yeah, I
even
love
just-
going on drinks. Let's go get a drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like alcohol does ease the situation.
Okay, so we talk about turn-offs. What are y'all turn-ons during sex? Like, what's one thing that just like, damn, oh yeah. Like,
Man,
Yeah, that's a good question.
the aggression, like, I like a girl that she like, oh nah, let me get on top first. Let you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, show me what you got. You know what I'm saying? She know what she want, and I like when girls tell me what they want. Like, nah, put my leg
That's
like this.
important.
Nah, like, hey,
Y'all, if y'all not having fun in a situation, tell the dude he ain't hitting it right. And tell him how to hit it
facts.
so he can know. Like,
Emphasis don't tell him how.
yeah, because I feel like a lot of women want you to be mind readers. Like, they want you to know their favorite
Right.
position. I'm like, I thought you like it. You was
Right,
moaning.
right.
But
She
that
like,
ain't a woman. I'm sorry. You ain't a woman if you don't know, like, if you can't tell them what you want. Like, because it's a pleasure thing. Y'all both trying to get y'all pleasure out. Like, just say
Cause you
what
know,
it is.
baby, we on a time limit. We can't.
Right,
Our strokes is numbered. we only got so many pumps.
That's
you
why
better
I'm the
come
type
on
of
with it.
female, like, I'm going to get mine before you get yours. Because you're going to get yours regardless.
and that's
So
how
let's
most
focus on
females
me.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure
Yeah.
you get yours too. But I'm big on head.
Head? Okay.
Yeah, big on head.
Interesting. That's one way to get it, I guess.
For sure. Like, I feel like that's a must too. Like, I feel like as a man, I can't just look. I mean, I can look at you and get, hard, but I gotta see what that mouth do.
Yeah.
What that dentist say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. Didn't say.
Hey, your looks got you here. What's that dentist say, baby?
Yeah.
What that dentist say?
All right, so what's the worst date y'all been? I know you said something. I'm pretty sure you got a couple more.
The
worst
worst
date?
date.
So, yeah, let me go ahead and ask you first.
Hold on, ask him.
Okay, go ahead.
Worst date.
That's a couple of them.
I would say it was kind of funny because I went on a date with a girl, and it was another girl that I was talking to currently that was there as well.
Wow.
But she was with her friends, and they had, and she was like an aggressive type, and she really liked me, and she was ghetto. So she pulled up to the table like, Twan, who is this?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh, this Jasmine.
yeah, like
And Jasmine looked at me like, Twan, who is this? And I'm like, oh, this Ashley.
right.
You ain't saying no titles like this.
I'm like,
Ashley.
yeah, and she was like, so basically, this why you wasn't answering the phone, and I just had to be real. I was like, look, y'all ain't my girls, like, you know what I'm saying, and we never established that, we exclusive, so really you can't get mad. And I was just like, I'm like, nah, you gotta move around. Like you see clearly I'm occupied, bro.
Right.
And
Well, that was some player shit.
and it got worse. And she basically was like, cussed me out and then threw the drink on me.
Oh
on
my
clothes.
God.
And like,
That's like something off of TV.
Man.
bro,
You know,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, dog. And then I just told old girl like, all right, let's get up, like let's burn out because
Yeah.
I didn't even want to because I knew what type of female that threw the drink on me. Like she's the type to flex old girl. Like,
Right.
nah, if I can't get him, I just want to beat you up just for being
yeah.
here
Oh, yeah,
with
she
him.
get it.
So we just had to like shake the spot, and it was embarrassing on my part because it's like, Ali, boy, you sloppy. You
Slipping.
You
See,
coming
that's
back to
the
the same
thing.
spot.
You got to keep it crystal clear with everybody because you never know who's gonna show up where.
And honesty got him out that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I just had to keep it 100, and it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, you couldn't be mad because we never established that. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. And
You
I
talked
guess,
to either one of them since?
Oh yeah, like we still cool and cordial, you know. And after I broke the situation down, it was like, okay, cool. And I was like, I never sweat you about, you know, stepping out or doing what you're doing. So don't sweat me and don't pull up on me like that, you know, because I won't do that to you. Even though if I seen you, you know, talking to another guy, I'm like, it ain't my job. It ain't my duty to go try to, you know, interrupt that. So it is what it is. But yeah, that was probably like one of the worst experiences I had on dates. It was just sloppy on my part, but yeah.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, I don't think I really had any bad dates because whatever I do, I'm gonna just try to have fun. But I think like my worst encounter was when I first realized I was a food nigga. Like she wanted
Foodie.
Ruth Chris, I wanted Texas Roadhouse. You know what I'm saying? She wants steak and lobsters, I want Chick-fil-A.
Right.
And
what I'm
was
saying?
this like first date?
First and second. Yeah, we didn't go to Ruth Chris. We went to Texas Roadhouse, but then after that, she was like, okay, like I still really want. It's a new spot that opened up in Frisco.
She
Plano.
probably was trying to use your bag
Yeah, 'cause
to
that's
eat
what it
good.
sound like.
Yeah, nah, you ain't finna use mine.
That's exactly what it sounds
You
like.
do, like-
What?
We went to Chick-fil-A the second time. Never heard from her since.
See?
Hey, I dodged the bullet.
Hey, and that's why I split the check because at the end of the
I'm gonna start
at the-
doing that.
yeah,
now.
at the
for
end of the
real,
day,
like,
and
yeah.
it's crazy because the crazy thing about that is like I lost a lot of good women from that,
Yeah.
but I also gained a lot of women respect, and they understood like where I was coming from, and they were like, okay, well, I don't really need you to pay for my meal. Like I told you, I got my own money, I got my own job.
Right.
I'm like, okay, now we can
That's
get
fine,
somewhere.
right.
That's
Exactly.
cool because
But-
at the end of the day, if I wasn't here, who was gonna pay for your meal?
Facts, but
You
at
gonna
the
wash
same
the dishes.
time, you invited her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
the
gonna
thing.
say
Look,
about
and,
that.
and I'm glad y'all brought that up
Okay.
because at the end of the day, how many times do women really invite men out?
Rare.
It's rare. It's very rare because at the end of the day, women ain't even hollering at the guys they want.
Right.
Let alone asking
Nowadays they are. They
Yeah,
sliding in DMs, honey.
Yeah, because now they seeing that other women is taking the man that they want. So it's like
Ooh,
I
facts.
either gotta be aggressive for what I want,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna have to get a man that I don't want because a lot of women just allow men to come to them, and that's how they end up with the fuck boys, the ain't shit nigga, then complaining about the situation they're in. But honey, you ain't even going to the man that you want.
That's
Right.
a bar.
So at the end of the day, that's why we have to invite them out because if a guy never made the first move, the move ain't gonna be made. The
Yeah.
girl just go.
That's a
because-
traditional mindset, especially in the South. That's just how it's always been.
Yeah, and and I love that you said a traditional mindset because women want traditional relationships, but ain't traditional women. Like shout out to my boy Kevin again, dog. You know you dropping gems, but at the end of the day, I just feel like that's why I can split the check because one, you're not gonna invite me out, and if you did, cool. I want to see if you gonna pay.
Yes.
And if you do pay, I'm gonna honor that, and I'm gonna get the next few.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I used to have this rule called the gentleman's rule, where I'll actually pay for the date because I'm showing you I can and I will do it. You know, if you're worth it. But you know, I feel like a lot of girls, I was losing a lot of money because I was actively dating. So I'm like, damn, I'm going here,
Right.
and I ain't Jay Lee. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to Chick-fil-A's, but that's still, that's still money. So I'm like, nah, it's too many girls I seen taking advantage. So nah, let me nip that in the bud right now, and let me split the check. And if you got a problem, cool. I know what you about.
But shout out to all the females and women that be like, oh yeah, we can go to Chick-fil-A for our first date.
Yeah.
Sonic, McDonald's.
Henderson's chicken.
I'm sorry, cut it. I'm sorry. I'm not that woman. I ain't gonna say we gotta go to Nick and Sam's, but at the same time, you're not finna pull up at no fast food joint with me.
What?
Like, no, we can go
Henderson's
to
chicken?
a seafood
Henderson's
spot.
chicken?
Oh yeah, I love Henderson's.
Okay,
but
cool. We can eat
for
it
me,
together.
it's like first date. I would like to
Right.
get dressed up and look cute and go get drinks. You know, we ain't gotta go to the most expensive place, but come on now. Second date we can do that, but first date.
First
I
date.
respect that. I
Okay,
respect
well then
that. I
look,
respect
well
that.
then peep game. If
'Cause-
that's how you want your first date, invite him on that first date that you would like, because he gonna invite you on a date that he would like.
Now this is what I do. I just like if he say, hey, like let's go out, I'll be like, okay. I'll ask him what he's thinking, you know,
Yeah.
and then he'll most likely ask me, and I'll be like, well, I like to go to a nice place, get some drinks. That's how I do. I tell you,
Nah.
I don't, you know, I'm
I
just
have
straightforward.
everything planned.
Yeah, like-
up front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then if that's, see, I got something for that too. I'ma just be like,
Here it
all
is.
right, make sure I can wear some heels there.
Oh my.
Period. I want you to win.
So what's not a great first date? What's not? I can't even say it. What's a place that's not a first date place to go to? If that makes sense.
Any fast food joint
So fast food? No.
in your house? No.
Yeah.
Come to
I
my
agree
house.
with that.
Yeah, same. What you was about to say?
Yeah. What about if he be like, oh, let me cook for you? You know. come to my
That's
spot?
cool. That's cool. But we'll say that for another time. I'm not in a rush to
Okay,
come to your
okay.
house.
Okay.
I
Even if
respect
I got
that.
a chef.
If you got
That's a hard one because I like to eat.
a-
I'm
so,
gonna have
like,
to
what
hold on. I'm gonna have to be like, nah, because that's like my rule.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. Okay. What about y'all?
It ain't really really no place not to go, because at the end of the day, I'm kind of like Jay Lee. It's like I'm gonna have a good time, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna bring my party favors, and wherever we going, I'm gonna make sure it's a good time. Where there's mini golfing, whether we on the basketball court and you want to get some shots up,
Right.
whatever it is, you know what I'm saying. You want to go to McDonald's in the playpen, we can get it popping. It's whatever you want, you know what I'm saying. And that's why I like an open-minded woman. It's like she's not only want to go on food dates. She want to go to museums, whatever the case may be. So it's really not a bad place to go. I mean, granted, your house, but at the end of the day, it just depends what type of guy you're dealing with, because I can invite a woman to my house and just enjoy her time, because I didn't been called shy because I done invited girls over and didn't even touch them. Just really, I'm like, damn, I was just enjoying your time, like,
Right.
because I really just didn't want to go out. I just wanted to kick it, you know what I'm saying? And I can show you that it ain't all about sex, because a lot of women, majority of them that I come encounter, would think it's all about sex. So that's all, what we're gonna make it about. And most of the time, men, yeah, we can get sex when we want it, but when we really messing with a girl, that's pretty much one of the last things we want to do, because we actually want to get to know her. You know what I'm saying?
That's a mature man.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and that's why I said, like, it's hard to find us, because after you get get away from the broke boys, the fuck boys, the broke guys, the baby daddies, you know what I'm saying, the guys like that, it's not a few, it's only a few of us left like this. So it's just like, if you find a man, a good one, despite he not perfect, just try to work with him, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be that cute auntie. You rather most women want a family, kids, and a husband. You don't
Yeah.
want to be that cute auntie. So
Right.
so women,
Getting us with these bars right now.
so please stop saying that. Like, get you a man, and if he's an average guy, it's cool. You don't need the Drake type of guy. Go get you a plumber, get you a firefighter, because women want these high dollar men, but don't want them to cheat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if a dude making that much money, you think you're the only one that want him?
And it's only 10% of men making over 6 figures.
So it's like you get women
got a
look
small bunch to
yeah,
choose from.
women look over the average working guy, the firefighter, the post office man. And those are the guys that's gonna love you.
So hold on, sorry to cut you off, but got one more question I really want y'all to answer. Is okay, like, do y'all have any like financial prerequisites for the women you date? Because like we were saying, like women
Damn,
be
Jamie,
like,
that
he
was
gotta
good
have this,
timing,
he gotta
too.
have that. You know,
Good
how about
timing.
females?
Not really fine. I just want them to have a good job, at least an average paying job, or at least a 50K paying job, and that's really it, because I'm gonna have a traditional relationship. I'm gonna take on the financial burden to my family, because after I have kids, I want my wife, I want her job is to take care of the kids and raise them how we want. You know, that's why one of the reasons I chose entrepreneurship, because so I can have the time to be with my wife and family, and I can work from home if needed, you know, or wherever we gonna be at. But as far as my lady need, you know, to have a certain type of money, nah, because I can date a woman that don't make as much as me, because she's not gonna be challenging me on my leadership of the relationship. Because the older women get, the more opinionated they are. And most guys just want peace and cooperative. Like if you gonna listen to your guy, most women don't come into the relationship with like good faith. Like actually looking at the man and saying, he can be my leader. He can lead us to success. A lot of women come in like, oh, I already think he gonna cheat. I already think he gonna do this. Oh, he not that. So it's like, nah, when you look at it with good faith, it's like, yeah, like women, just let your man be a leader. You don't have to have $1 million. You don't have to have this, because it's proven fact that men with more money date women with less. It ain't you don't see rich women literally dating broke guys or average paying guys, but
A little bit, but
yeah, a little bit. But when we talking majority,
Yeah.
it's majority wealthy guys will date women that's not making as much or making something. She's just a cool woman and that's what he want. But a women with money or a high standard, they gonna be challenging the guy every time. Like, why we need to do this? Why we need to do that? Nah, I make this money, I make that. So nah, that's why I don't like really involving money with my lady, because the more money a woman got, the more she don't think she need a man.
No, I think it's an excuse, like it's like a defense mechanism. I would say, like, if like a dude do me wrong or whatever the case is, or like don't take me, my thing is like, well, she don't give a fuck because I got my money. Like, I don't know, it just kind of makes you feel better.
Yeah.
And then that goes back to what I said. Don't make it about money. That's why I make girls split the check.
Yeah.
It all comes around full circle.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I got the inspiration for the.
We didn't get everybody's answers.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, shit. I mean, really, with me, I don't really care about your credit score, because if your credit bad, I know somebody that can fix it. Shout out to my guy Twan.
Okay.
That boy do it all.
Yeah, you just gotta really just have your own money, because if you're looking for more money, I could teach you how to trade, or I could. Well, I ain't gonna trade for you, because
That shit just ties
it's
back
quote
to
unquote
trading
illegal for me
and
to do
investing
it.
in
But
y'all, both of y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could put you on a lot of game as far as where to put your money. You know, as far as invest, it don't have to be trading. It could be real estate. You know, we can probably make business deals together. You know, I just want so as an entrepreneur, I'm busy as hell. And a lot of people, they don't understand how busy I am. You know, so that kind of turns a lot of women off, because I don't have time to sit up and text you, hey, what you doing, every 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, I work 13 hours every day. You know what I'm saying? My phone be over here.
Right.
I got an Apple Watch. I never wear it because it's always
Ding, ding, ding.
yeah, fucking with me. So I'm just by my computer, my phone will be over there. You'll text me and I won't get back to it till like 4 hours later.
Right.
And now you mad at me. So really, peace.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And understanding the lifestyle. Like,
All right, so I got one more question. Is it hard to be in a relationship because of what y'all do?
As long as they know that I'm busy and I'm really just, you know what I'm saying, doing work, grinding for me and my future kids, you know what I'm saying, then yeah.
Right.
And actually, I'm in a long distance relationship,
Okay.
and it actually make it easier because she has the 9 to 5. So we pretty much, when she goes to work, that's when I have my free time.
Right.
So we talk in the morning. We know when we like good morning text or whatever, I call her. Then she goes to work.
Yeah.
And she's working 8 hours, so we not talking through that day because I let her work, and you know by the time she get home is we wrapping up our night. So now we conclude our night. We have a conversation then. So it actually works great because I have the time. So if she in the event that she wanted to talk, I can,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right.
but I don't want to over talk because I always tell her, girl, let me miss you. I just talked to you 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Let me miss. I'm doing the same thing I was doing 2 hours ago. Let me miss you.
Yes, exactly.
You know
That's
what I'm
what it
saying? So
feel
that's
you
how
on
I
that.
kind of look at it. And honestly, I feel like even if we did have 9 to 5s, it would be easier too as well because as long as y'all have established y'all lives and you know incorporate me into it or her into it, it'll make it easier, you know, because you make time for what you want. regardless if you got a job, if you working 60 hours a week, if you have a woman or a man that you really like or love, you're gonna make the time to, at least please them in a way that they want as far as attention and time go, because that's women's favorite thing. They need attention and time.
Yeah, we do.
So with that being said, I got the quote of the day. My quote is, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream."
Oh yeah,
That's true.
So you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream.
Reached all my goals, then I mapped out some more.
Right.
Shout out to Nip.
You love Nip.
I do.
hey, that's our favorite. That's one of our
Go
favorites.
ahead and
Yeah, in honor of y'all coming today. We have a
Follow us
couple
on Instagram,
gifts.
Zenith Ventures _ Zenith Ventures _
that's both y'all Instagrams.
Yeah, that's the page.
Okay.
That's the business page.
Yeah.
Got some wine for us.
Yeah. Go ahead, bust it out real quick.
Yeah,
Got some Stella for the Rella.
the peach flavor.
Stella for the fellas. Okay.
Yeah, springtime.
My wine down Sunday.
Exactly.
Appreciate y'all.
Do y'all want to shout out y'all regular social medias?
Go ahead and do it one more time. All of it.
My Instagram _JLee _J with a period Lee, and then business is Zenith Ventures. You can follow us. Find us anywhere under that name.
Nice.
I'm just Twan, nothing more, nothing less. It's just JUSTTWAUN _ just Twan, and then Zenith Ventures, like my boy mentioned. So if you want to follow us, we all active on Clubhouse, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and that's just Twan. Or you could just search the Twan, DOTWAUN.
This guy.
Ain't nobody got that name, so
Right.
once you type it in, it'll pull up. Light skinned tall guy.
Well,
All right.
We appreciate y'all for coming, man. This was a good episode, man.
Appreciate y'all for
Man,
having
appreciate
us.
y'all.
Yeah, we got to do another one.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
remember,
Yeah.
if you want a ring, treat him like a king.
Yes, sir.
And vice versa.